Hello, guys. Welcome to SportAches with your hosts, K Noon, Smokey, and the
The
Bean.
beat
Satin.
popping.
Yeah, weak man.
Before we start, Bean, put your view in gallery instead of speaker. I think that way when we record at the end, we'll get all of us in instead of specific ones.
Oh shit. I don't know if it works like this, but we'll try it.
Yeah, if it does, that'll be like way better.
Game changing.
Game changer. Hey. Okay, so let's get started talking about the greatest team in New York. We're talking basketball. We're talking the New York Knicks. And they've been in some grind, they've been some tough stretches down recently.
Some tough games lately.
There've been some tough
Grizzlies.
games. Nice. A great one last night against the Raptors. RJ, a huge down the line clutch, 19-point game. Can you be more pleased as a Knicks fan though? As a Knicks
Future's
fan,
definitely bright.
Right now.
Future's
bright.
For sure.
Talk to us. What do you got to say about that game?
I mean, we're competing and good, and we're missing our rim protection and interior force. Like, think about that.
Our offensive rebound.
Even if you go back to the games we lost to the Celtics by like a bucket or two.
Yeah, like if we had
Mitch could have been the
those games.
Especially the Celtics who were like big man depleted.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to stop them.
I mean, everybody's taking strides. RJ's taking strides. Like even I think it was the game on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Randall got in foul trouble, and normally that would be a death sentence. But the guys had to tee up.
Through it.
Then we went to OT, and Alec Burks hit one. And then he got to the rack.
Yeah, and RJ hit a 3 too.
We're meshing. We're a team. It's not just a bunch of.
Yeah.
Get in there.
15, baby.
Yeah, who said that? Reggie Bullock?
Yeah.
He said we got the big 15.
Big 15, baby.
It's the big 18 because you got the three biggest fans in sports right here. Big 18. Robert, what did you think?
I don't like that one. But moving on, this has been a really good stretch for the Knicks and RJ as well. Especially RJ. I think he's averaging 20 over the last 5 games, 57% from 3. If I saw that correctly, like that's unreal.
You never fail to bring the numbers.
I just happened to see them. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Kevin's the one who sent me it. But besides that, so RJ has, I don't know where he found this jump shot at, but rediscovering that has reignited his game. Like
it also opens up the floor.
It opens up the entire floor for him and our offense as well. If he's shooting, then if him and Julius are shooting, we're a pretty tough team to beat.
Definitely.
He's definitely showing off the playmaking down the stretch too. He's showing the complete bag. The defense is always there every night. You have to bring it for tips.
Another thing, you could kind of see quickly, like over the past couple of weeks, he's been settling more into like a off the ball, like a more of a scorer than trying to do everything.
Yeah.
He's settling into he's embracing the 2-guard kind of role. Like, I'm going to get mine, but...
Yeah, because that's the role he has to play now because of Derrick Rose being reintegrated. So, he has
that's the role I'd rather see him play. Like, that's what
of course, because he doesn't have the, ironically, IQ to...
He was a 2-guard in college.
He's not a floor general, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
He pushes the tempo, but yeah, he does what you ask of him, but he can't really do that next step yet.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Before you go, Kanoon, talk about players 25 under 25. I think RJ shut them up.
I mean, I hope. You would
I would
think.
hope so.
You would hope so. Let me. Well, before we change the topic, RJ, right? RJ's been playing exceptional last 5 games, shooting 69%, I believe it was from three. Kind of scary numbers. Whatever. I could cry if I really think about it. I'm not gonna cry. But this season, a stat that's even crazier is he's shooting 24 for 46, right? 52% from the field in the clutch this season.
In the clutch.
Not to mention drawing a foul on the three, which doesn't show up on there.
Look, 30, he doesn't get a lot of calls.
Hit
Look,
all
30
3 free throws. He's crying.
30 players have taken 40, have taken more than 40 clutch shots. RJ's 5th in that percentage.
Bro, for all the fans at home, if y'all can see, he's actually crying.
I'm trying to tell everybody, RJ's the best player in his class. And they're like, nah, but they got like Baby Shaq. I was like, I don't care about Baby Shaq, You know who's behind him? Joel Embiid, James Harden,
MVP candidate.
Jokic,
MVP candidate.
Kyrie, Darren Fox, LeBron, Steph Curry.
Who's in front of him?
Luka, Tatum, Chris Paul. I don't know. Some guys that can ball.
But RJ, the
RJ's 20.
RJ is 20, and he's not even in the
RJ's
number
20.
one option. He doesn't
he's
even
the
have the
second
ball in his hands as dominantly as these players do.
He has played with Alfred Payton as his point guard for 2 years.
Alfred fucking Payton.
He could probably be. Could you imagine if he played with a real point guard
like Derrick Rose?
Like Derrick Rose.
Like, I hate the rotations too. I hate how Peyton always comes in, but we've been sitting Peyton during these fourth quarters, and it's paying off. We got back-to-back crunch time W's without Peyton in the game.
That's when the offense really get going.
Yeah, that's when our offense is really going.
Start getting
with that, my favorite lineup is the Derrick Rose IQ with RJ Randall and I guess Noel, but it would ideally be Mitch. But that's kind of our def lineup.
That's the best lineup.
That's my favorite lineup down the stretch of games.
Yeah, definitely.
But Tibbs tends to leave in Reggie for defense sometimes. It depends on what we need.
Tibbs is also good at that, like plugging in players here. Like
yeah. He's good down the stretch of games. I just question his. Oh, we forgot to mention Kevin Knox got an appearance at the start of the fourth quarter yesterday. He took Obi Toppin's minutes, so now Toppin only played one quarter. But so Knox, we needed this shooting, and they got him out there. He didn't get to hit a jump shot, but
another one of Kevin's favorites.
Yeah, he split free throws. He didn't hit a jumper, but it was good to see him get out on the floor competing. He's definitely got a boatload of talent wherever he ends up.
Just needs to be polished.
In New York or not.
Just needs to be polished.
Yeah, he just needs the development. He's still young, like 21 years old.
Yeah. What do we have next?
Lakers and Nets played. Kyrie was ejected. Dennis Schroeder was ejected.
Schroeder has that reputation of being like one of the most annoying defenders, or like the most annoying players to play against in the league. Like
Kyrie looked like he snapped though for like
a lot of players have said that, but I've never seen Kyrie react like that ever.
Yeah, like Kyrie
he's always like super calm. No, like Pat Bev be talking to everybody. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what Schroeder said or what he did, but he did something right.
Yeah, he pushed the right button.
But look how scary it is that there was no AD, no LeBron,
no James Harden. But yeah, and KD played like 20 minutes or something.
And you also seen Andre Drummond on multiple occasions lay
no Kuz.
Yeah, no Kuz either. And Aldridge was looking like the best player on the court last night.
Yeah, but when Andre Drummond laid him multiple times and said he was too small.
I mean, it's the truth. I don't
Yeah,
know.
facts.
I don't know what they're doing. Why DeAndre Jordan's just like being relegated to nobody, but
It could be rest.
they definitely could use that body.
Facts.
Facts.
But yeah. I mean, that's gonna be granted they both make it to the finals, that's gonna be a tough finals. Like a good one to watch.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough
Yeah.
series.
If they're healthy, hopefully they're healthy.
Yeah.
Hope for
Yeah,
all.
barring health.
I'm kind of
definitely
I'm
wanna-
super happy that the Lakers are taking their time because especially with what AD has with his Achilles is like super
I
delicate.
mean, the Nets are being as cautious
Careful
as
too.
possible.
Yeah, but in the case with the Achilles with AD is like if they mishandle that could like take away 2 years of his career potentially.
Wait, speaking about injuries, isn't it kind of funny how the Warriors all season played James Wiseman like a bubble wrap boy and just been like keeping him on?
Yeah,
He still got hurt. Like he still got so hurt. They were trying to make sure that he was okay, that he didn't do anything bad. They were trying to make sure that he was healthy.
Protect him. Especially if they're gonna want
did the same thing with Curry. With Curry, they made him get like super strong ankles, so like because that was like his number one thing to deal with. And they also made him start deadlifting like a maniac. Like they said he had the second strongest deadlift behind, or I think he had the strongest deadlift on the team, and Festus Ezeli was second. So if he's deadlifting with Festus Ezeli, like that's some serious core strength.
that's good company to be in.
They're gonna get Wiseman right. They have a great staff over there.
Yeah, from top to bottom. Like you could tell in certain teams the competency of like reflected in the records. It starts all the way up top. Like we have a shit owner, right? We have a solid.
But we got the right guy in the front office.
Imagine we had.
I admire you, Mr. Dolan. I do not agree with being over there.
What the hell?
Give me tickets to the stadium. I'll
Get the hell out of here.
You're like the only Knicks fan in the world who has ever said that.
Ever.
Business ventures together, Mr. Dolan. No worry.
You want to join his rock band too?
I'm learning the piano as we speak.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm with it.
He threw out Oakley, bro.
Yeah, it's fine.
Threw out fucking
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee. Yo, get this fucking guy on my face, bro.
Yeah. But one more thing before we move on. There's something to that Schroeder thing that I said. 3 days before that, he got in a fight with OG Anunoby, another quiet guy in the league, and OG
Wasn't that Trez? Oh no, yeah, it was Schroeder too.
OG like suplexed him.
Yeah, what you're gonna put the one on Schroeder? Schroeder was like holding him so he wouldn't fall.
Yeah, Schroeder saved him.
And then he just gets flipped. He was like, whoa.
You don't know what Schroeder would.
What the heck?
But we don't know what's the common denominator there. We don't know what Schroeder would be saying all game.
I mean, okay, that was just a hard foul. Schroeder did foul him to stop the fast break. And then I don't know. That guy, whatever. That one I don't know.
All right, let's move on to the NBA draft. Yeah, it's about.
Wait, one more thing. My fault.
March.
Wait, one more thing.
March Madness is wrapped up.
Wait, one more thing. My fault. They the addition of Ben McLemore I like a lot.
Oh, to the Lakers, yeah, it's some shooting.
That's just like I feel like another random play.
I
hope he can play, but I don't
another
know
guy that could shoot it, bro.
Minutes when they're healthy though. Like in the playoff time, they run a small rotation. I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope he gets in.
Yeah,
maybe gets 8 minutes.
That's all we need.
Maybe gives you a pair of threes in a game.
Yeah, but back to the March Madness mock draft.
Post March
Madness. While it's fresh in everybody's minds.
They say that we're gonna go to the top 5 picks. Assuming that we're gonna go in this order, that's gonna go Houston, Detroit, Minnesota.
So we for other people, that's the CBS mock draft, correct? CBS draft order.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to let you know, like, because either way, regardless of the teams, the 1 through 5 is gonna stay relatively the same.
Yeah, the players taken are going to be the same. The orders is just going to get mixed up based on team needs and.
Yeah.
Robbie, you want to start this one?
Yeah, you didn't talking to the mic.
You want to start this one, Robert?
Yeah. All right. So, given the first pick overall is the Rockets, I mean, it doesn't matter who is the first pick. I got Cade Cunningham all day, every day. Number one talent in the draft, 6'8", point guard, can see over the defense, can shoot, can score. What I don't know what else you could want in a prospect. He has it all.
Yo, hold on.
And that was a little bit of technical difficulties. We are back, and let's talk the NBA mock draft. So the order we said is going to be the Rockets, the Pistons, the Wolves, the Magic, and the Thunder. That's looking like what the top five is going to be. We're also going to mention the Knicks picks. They got the Knicks going around, what was it, 16th, if I'm not mistaken?
17 and 19, something
17, like okay, 17 and 19. Wait, so 17 and what?
Robert, you want to continue with your Cade statement before?
I mean, I think I said all I needed to say.
Cade to the Rockets?
Yeah, I got Cade at 1 as well.
Yeah, I think that's like unanimous.
Perennial all-star, obvious.
Yeah.
Number 2 to the Detroit Pistons. In the mock draft, they have Evan Mobley, but honestly, I could see Jalen Green going second to the Pistons. Just because Mobley is a bit more of a, I mean, maybe they'd want to take their shot at Mobley because he's a bit more of a product. He has superstar written all over him, but
7 foot.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to wait on his development. Jalen Green, I feel like that's a guy gonna be ready to go from day one producing. Has super explosiveness. He was pretty dominant in the G League.
Especially not playing in the NCAA and playing against pros every day.
Yeah,
is gonna make it like he's gonna be more ready out the gate.
He's chopping it up out there.
Yeah.
He averaged 18 points per game and shot 36.5.
I also do have him going too.
NBA 3. You got him going too?
Yeah.
I want to say that's a great theory, and I would love to see him go too.
Especially for the Pistons.
I think they're gonna go with Mobley. I feel like if they truly believe that Killian Hayes is the guy that could be their lead guard going forward in the future, which I'm not sure about. He didn't look that great, you know.
I mean, Jalen Green can also be his running mate.
Yeah, they could be running mates together. I could see that being a thing. But I feel like Evan Mobley, a guy who 7 foot tall, will stretch the floor. I think that's a big centerpiece. I don't know if that's just somebody you can pass on. That's like the next.
The superstar potential is there.
Is for both of them is huge.
Yeah.
But for a guy like Embiid is more. I mean, come on, like you always see crazy good.
You mean Mobley, right?
Guards, but a 7 foot defending 3-point shooting big man like this is 7'3". I mean,
so the reason I didn't put him at 2 is because, well, one, I do think they're going to take Green, but 2, I kind of want to see Evan Mobley go to 3 because especially you're hearing talks about Cat wanting to get out of the Timberwolves, so like he'll replace that 7-footer.
I don't know if they start to find success here at the end of the season.
He might not leave. I was just going based off of if he does leave.
Yeah.
I would want to see Evan Mobley punch in with Ant-Man in Minnesota. So that's my 3rd. Kanan, who do you want?
I'm gonna go Jalen Suggs because I said I want more. I assume Mobley will be off the board. I think it would be. You see, that's when it becomes tricky. Like, do you want Edwards and like if Green is still on the board in my theory? Do you want Green to be out there with alongside? I wouldn't
want that.
Those guys are just. I think a only guy who could maybe fit in that team would be like a Jalen Suggs guy who would be a playmaker, catch off the ball. Because like Jalen Green and Edwards are pretty similar players. So I think, and you know, D'Lo, I don't, you know, he's like a. I don't know. I'm going Jalen Suggs at 3. I go.
That's not a bad one. Because
I think Kuminga too. I think Kuminga would actually be a better fit, but I don't think that he's like I think that they choose talent over like fit at the 3.
Yeah, but I think Suggs is probably the best fit for the Wolves as far as the rest of the guys on the board. Especially if they end up keeping Cat, I could definitely see Suggs being added as sort of their glue guy that they kind of need because
Plays a 3.
it seems like they're missing that one piece to keep it together. Like they have 2 all-star players and they're like it's just missing that one piece to
Like
mesh
a 3-and-D wing. Like
yeah, like a Jalen Suggs. He could also he just fits. He does what the team needs. It's a luxury that people don't appreciate enough.
So at the 4, the Magic have it. Who do y'all have?
Okay,
Y'all want me to go? Do you want me to go?
I'll say Jalen Green. They're blowing up the team. They could just if Green's gonna be available in my thing, I'd say Green.
Gonna take the best available prospect.
Yeah, they're gonna take the best available talent, but to me,
Cole and Green, they could do some things.
I already had Green off the board on me and Robert both had Green off the board, so I was gonna go Kuminga.
You had Mobley going 3, right, in yours?
Yeah, but I only did that because I think they're gonna move Cat. You know what I mean?
Wait, so Rob, who do you have at going 4?
Mobley.
4 Mobley
to the
in
Magic.
Orlando with Colin, that would be dope.
I had Kuminga.
It would be interesting to see what they do with Bamba. I think it's a contract year for him too.
That wing player is Kuminga could fit that wing, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, but they have Jonathan Isaac, even though he's been injured.
But if they do end up keep holding on to Bamba, I wouldn't want to see Mobley go there. So, and plus he was.
I mean, but you could play Mobley at the 4.
Mobley's gonna need to sit behind Bamba for a year or 2.
Yeah, you're gonna have
actually. You probably won't. So you never know. These big men low-key come out of college.
Plus, if they're blowing it up, they might just let him out there, put him out there to get reps up.
Not really. I feel like big men. That's where we see the most bust potential.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, what about DeAndre Ayton and like Bagley? They came out the gates pretty well.
DeAndre Ayton didn't come out that crazy. Bagley didn't come out
12
that
and
crazy.
10. I mean, yeah, but that's what I think.
Look at what Luka did. Look at what Trae Young did.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but it took him like a whole year to get good.
Ooh.
He started hooping post All-Star break.
Trae Young or Luka?
Trae Young.
No,
so I gave my pick as Kuminga. Who do you guys have?
Wiseman was playing great. If they would have let him rock the whole 30, I bet you'd put up great numbers too. Wait, you said for 4? I said for me it's gonna be I'm gonna go Green.
Yeah, well, we all said the best, whatever's left, like the best talent on the board.
Best talent.
Robert. So Robert, who do you think it'll be?
4th?
Yeah. Mobley.
We already did this. Yeah, I said Mobley.
And then 5 to OKC, I'm gonna go with Kuminga's the last guy left. I think Kuminga will be a great, nice wing to get them going. Him and Shaq and Moses Brown. Ooh, that's a nice big 3, boy. I like that.
Kuminga to the Thunder would be very.
And Poku and Theo Maldion. They got some young guys. That team is not too shabby.
And they have like
Sam Presti's doing his thing.
They have a $1 trillion draft pick.
Yeah, Sam Presti's doing his thing.
So, Bean, who's left on your top 5? Did you pick whoever you're not saying?
Suggs.
Suggs going 5.
Suggs playing along Shy?
No, that's gross.
Cool. I think that'd be cool. I think he's the point.
So you're gonna play Shy at point or Suggs at point?
I would say
Suggs. Suggs at point.
I think I like Suggs more as.
I doesn't dive enough. I feel like to be the point guard. I feel like he's like with Chris Paul. That was like he started getting into his rhythm, catching off the. I mean, they could both do their own. They both gonna.
I'm thinking about it like this. You remember how the Rockets kind of worked out with Harden and Chris Paul? Like, you have 2 point guards you could start offense with off the pick and roll like that.
Yeah, it's like Sexton and Garland too. There's a lot of teams like that. CJ and Lillard, just a couple, both of them.
Yeah,
combo Garden. They could be like that.
You have
but
two
Suggs
guys that could
run
the offense. The Raptors used to be like that, with Lowry and DeRozan.
And Fleet.
Bro, you gotta start speaking into your mic.
My bad. Yeah, but so I have Suggs going fifth, and they're young and upcoming. Like they have talent. Who do you have? Oh, you said yours already. My bad. Robert, who do you have?
Yeah, we both have Kaminga. He's the last guy on the board, basically in the top 5. Super potential through the roof. The guy has ups for days, length, can defend. You just need that jump shot to start falling, but the guy is pretty much a complete package.
Also, he's another one. G League Ignite, league ready, like more league ready than normal.
The G League balling. He was a bit more inconsistent than Jalen Green, but still a hooper. Still showed the 2-way potential.
Okay. Who do you guys have the Knicks taking?
All right, at 17th, I really want the Knicks to take Sharif Cooper. He has the elite playmaking and guard skills, and I think that's the number one priority for the Knicks. I think that's what we need this offseason. And unless we tackle that on in free agency, be it maybe like a Mike Conley or Kyle Lowry, not in love with either of those additions. But if they were to do it through the draft, I would like to see us take a shot at Sharif Cooper. I think he's worth a shot.
I mean, personally, I don't want to see us take a small point guard.
Yeah, he's a bit undersized, but he brings
because
so
especially
much.
Like we already have IQ, who kind of gets exploited for his size. But I would.
Somewhat.
I definitely.
I'm okay with that. Honestly, like good defensive teams can hide bad defensive players.
Especially, I feel like we could get
a great defensive team.
We might be able to get
guys who could get other players looks.
Like Shy's so fast. I mean, Sharif, he would just come slice, dot. He'd just be hitting RJ.
Quickly is an actual point guard. We don't have
like
we have so low in the
we have the
team.
17 and the 19, but I feel like we could get Sharif with the 19th.
I mean, I think it's just because you've been seeing him slide on these mock drafts, but I think the talent is definitely
he's
there.
Gonna destroy the individual workouts, and somebody's gonna pick him early, I believe.
Yeah, he's gonna be a first rounder for sure.
He can play.
I want us to take Zaire Williams from Stanford.
Yo, speaking to the mic.
I want us to take Zaire Williams from Stanford.
Yo.
He was hooping this season. I mean, like he's a solid size, and like he will fit that that defense because he could.
At the Randy,
he could play. He could guard multiple positions. So, and like what defensive heavy team, I would rather see him.
Well, we need offense. We need shooting.
Okay.
This is the number one thing we lack down the stretch of the
Kanu, did you give your pick yet?
Well, for like the first one.
Yeah, the 17.
I mean, the first pick, I also side with Robert. I would love if we can get a guy like Sharif on the team. But I also see there's a lot of guys that could be realistic, like Chris Duarte, Dominican boy from New York. He fits a lot of the categories of things that we can want for, a shooting guard. He shot over 40% in college from 3, 17 points per game. He's got good splits, 53% from the field, 81 from the free throw line. The only thing is that he's a little bit older. Obviously, he's a junior. I mean, he was a senior actually this year, so he's like 23-ish, 20. I'm about to be 24 by draft,
yeah.
But I still see a lot of potential to play like that.
Yeah,
I think it could be. He might be just right because I believe highly in bringing a couple guards to the team to bring the offense going, and I think Sharif and Chris could just be or like Josh Christopher, or like Johnny Juzang. Actually, I changed my pick. Johnny Juzang, if he's on the board, please bring the lights out UCLA shooter to New York. I think that he would do perfect under the lights. Johnny and him and quickly played in Kentucky last year.
I have another player I think would do perfect.
I have another player too.
Yeah,
do you want to? You guys want to move on to? So we did 17th pick. Do you guys want to do 19th pick now? Who do you guys think?
I had Johnny, so I'll go with those two.
Okay.
I'm praying we get Jalen Johnson with the 19th pick, or the 17th pick. Either way, Jalen Johnson would be a huge pickup.
Prototype.
Super prototypes, a 6'9" forward, 220. The guy's an absolute freaking bug. He put up 52% from the field, and also added 6 rebounds and 2 dimes in only 21 minutes a game. So the guy was productive in the time he did play in college. Draws sort of a Steven Jackson kind of TJ Warren comparison. And you would love to get a guy like that with your second first round pick.
Yeah, definitely.
Athletic wing with a decent range.
Not bad. If I mean, I know I just said I'd rather not take an undersized guard, but if we were, I wouldn't mind taking Jared Butler. He shot like 40% from three. This season. And he averaged almost 5 assists, so he'll be a good backup. You know what I mean?
But I feel like he has the same role as IQ though.
Yeah, but we do need shooting, as you said.
Yeah, but I mean, I would assume we would either need a point guard or a wing, not another two.
I think Cooper's potential is extremely high. And
yeah,
like
Cooper's,
I feel like for us to be able to get a guy
Cooper's
that has like lottery potential, that like outside the lottery, I feel like the Knicks has to pull the trigger on that. Like history has shown that those teams that take the risk on the guys that like should have been a top 5 guy that falls a little bit.
Like MPJ.
Like yeah, exactly. No, number one thing thought the most recent memory. Like Michael Porter Jr., top 5 guy in the class. They didn't take him. Why? And then look, Michael Porter Jr.
the number
like
one prospect.
Team would be putting
number one guy in the class. The guy.
He's putting up 20 a game on his own team. Like if he was in like Orlando right now, what?
Oh man,
like 24 a game probably. Like, he's got really high potential, and I could even see a team like that. Like honestly, like I don't know if this is gonna sound crazy.
Like look at RJ Hampton,
Cooper than Cole Anthony. Like that's how I feel. Personally, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel I would
a better prospect.
Sharif Cooper has more.
Cole could play defense though.
I mean, yeah, you're giving up athleticism, but I don't think in this day and age athleticism is as important as it used to be.
Sharif is a way better playmaker. You've
seen guys like Stephen Curry, Jamal Crawford,
bounce, get past
Williams. Like these guys make a career off getting buckets, and it has little to do with their athleticism.
Yeah, no,
and I don't care about his splits and his percentages in college. He was playing at Auburn. When he got there, he only got to get there late after he was hurt, and he started getting to the Bucks and trying to get as many points for them, to get the offense going.
Yeah, and don't forget the dimes he creates for his teammates. He has that winner's mentality that you fucking love. Prospects.
Sure. Is that all we have, or do we have anything else on the list?
As far as
basketball goes, I think that's all of it. But let me say real quick baseball term. Alex Bohm, Phillies game, Nationals, controversial ending, very controversial. They called it a safe even after a replay, and he didn't touch home plate. Big thing. And MLB, do better. Work on that, please.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway, that's all from your host here at SportAches. With your host K-Noon, Smokey, and the Bean. Stay healthy, stay blessed.
Yeah, guys. Follow us on IG and Twitter at SportAches. And share and subscribe. And and YouTube, my fault. Share and subscribe.
Yeah, turn on those post notifications. Follow us on IG, Twitter.
Support is free, guys.
Support is free, and love gets returned.
Appreciate that. All right.